Hey guys, welcome to Moto Check. Hope you have watched my first ride video. If not, click on the up right corner and watch that video. I talk about my first ride experience, and click here on a video where I talk about what I like and I don't like about the bike, and a walk around video. Today I want to talk about a break-in. As you can see, it's 500 kilometers and I'm a happy owner for last 5 days. And I took her out twice, and today is my third day riding my motorcycle. It's been raining yesterday, day before yesterday, so couldn't get a chance to take her out. So basically, what is break-in? Why we need to break in a motorcycle? I hope if you are watching my video, you have watched some other videos on a YouTube and read on a Google about what is break-in. It's basically, you have a brand new engine made of metal. Piston and ring need to be set properly on a board. There are a few methods of breaking in a motorcycle: a hard way, a soft way, which is kind of like a factory or a manufacturer recommending way. So Yamaha Tracer 900 GT, they talk about in their manual. I'm gonna put a picture on their screen right now. As you can see that they mention the RPM, and they want a rider to ride the bike in a mid-power in a sweet spot range for at least 1000 kilometers or 600 miles. And what is that sweet spot? As for Tracer 900 GT, it's 5600 RPM. So we need to ride in that range, go a little bit high, and then come back, and that will create a positive and negative pressure by opening up the throttle and then doing engine braking. It creates a tight seal with engine ring and piston bore, where piston go up and down. All engine, all metal need to rub together, have a friction, and set in its place. And my suggestion is to stick with a user manual, do a proper break-in, drive in a different RPM range, drive in a different gear. Everything is brand new. Everything would develop a friction by rubbing each other, metal to metal parts, and then settle it. It's the same thing on a brand new bike. When you get it out from a showroom, the brake is shitty, like it just doesn't work because there is no friction on the disc and the pad. Everything is brand new. But if you keep riding it and keep skimming the brake with a light pressure, you are creating a polishing surface. You need to be a little bit aggressive on a brake, but don't overheat it. Do not, because overheating will cause some crack. It's the same thing for your tires too, right? When you got a brand new tires, like they need to settle it in, so you need to take it easy. And the second method of breaking in is the hard way. There is a lot of videos on a YouTube, on a Google search. You will find that so many riders, they take it on a dyno, hard run it, take it on the track, full throttle. But you need to think what those machines are. Are they a touring machine? Are they gonna be ride on a street? Are they gonna own those motorcycles for a long period of time? Or they are a racer who just want to win a race. So it's up to you. If you want a longevity, a good engine, good performance, stick with the manufacturer recommendation. They know your engine better than anyone else. In my opinion, I like to run it in a middle range. Occasionally I open a throttle and then jump on a next gear up and do engine braking, which bring down the RPM back. I make a good distance, I rev it up, change gear, and then engine braking. Then on a third gear, I do the same thing. Open up the throttle, and then engine braking. Then maintain a distance, ride it in a second gear, open up the throttle, change gear, and engine braking. That's what to create a positive and negative pressure. And guys, during break-in period, you don't need to overheat things. So keep it in cycles, heat cycles. Heat up your engine and then cool it down. Ride for an hour, half an hour, 45 minutes. And then take a break at Tim Hortons or a coffee shop. Wait for another 45 minutes, an hour, and ride it again. Do this kind of cycle. This will help to seal things properly in your engine. And after the break-in, the first service is very important as well. Do not neglect that service. If you have a high-tech bike, high-end bike like Ducatis and BMWs, you have limiter. On a first service, the service center is staffed. Remove that limiter so you can open up the throttle. In Japanese bike, mostly they don't have limiter.
Invincible.
Because it's Japanese, they know what they are building it. Don't try to hit the red line. Few things that you need to be careful. Do not ride on a constant speed. Like set the cruise or riding on the highway on a constant speed for a long period of time. You need to be in a different gear, in a different RPM range, or in a traffic where you really stuck. You don't need to do idling. Just need a little bit idle at the time of startup. So everything will well lubricated in the engine for 2-3 minutes. Once you are in a good temperature, then take the bike out, start riding it. You don't need to ride higher gear in a lower speed. Do not lug your engine. Keep your engine in a sweet power band. Do not overload your engine. You don't need to put a load on your engine for first 1000 kilometers. If you are standing next to a car on a traffic light, if you are flying by when the light turns green, no, this is not what you want to do during a break-in period. You need to let that car pass you. If you are doing that, it means you are hard on your right hand. So keep your throttle hand soft on throttle. Like you are riding in a rain, you know, you don't need to open up a throttle and go crazy. You need to go smooth. You need to open up a throttle gradually. Keep an eye on an engine temperature. Keep an eye on an engine oil. Make sure that after every ride, once you park your bike on a flat surface, make sure that your engine level, the engine oil is at level. If it's going down, add a little bit oil or go to your dealer. You need to make sure that you have a right coolant, right amount of coolant. You need to keep an eye on the overall bike where you park, if there are any oil leaks, if there are any dip, if there are anything, because this is the period where you will pay more attention. So overall guys, like, you don't need to do anything crazy, you just need to ride it easy, because everything requires a time to settle in. Your brakes, your engine, your gearbox, your suspension, your frame, your wheel bearing. It's like everything in your bike. Everything is metal, but every metal piece needs fitment. You know, the 1,000 kilometers or 600 miles is nothing. But on a long run, your engine is solid, you get a better horsepower, you will get better mileage, you will have a better fuel consumption. The first 1,000 kilometers is crucial. If you remember, I shared that screenshot. I will put it back up again. Here Yamaha talks about what you will do after the first oil change. You need to run it on a little higher RPM than you were riding it before reaching to 1,000 kilometers. Now it increased to 6,800. So now your engine is settled in. So you need to ride it for another 600 kilometers. And once you reach 1,600 kilometers on your odometer, you are good to go. You can ride as hard as you can. I think it's time to get a gas. Get familiar with your bike. Don't do a stupid thing. Try to learn on a slow speed. Try to learn the maneuver in a parking lot. Try to feel your bike. Once you know your bike, it's again, guys, it is your bike, so you can do whatever you want to do. But that's my advice, that's my suggestion. Put a message in the comment. Let me know if you are interested in some topic for discussion. I can try to make a video log or a journal comment about my video, how I'm doing it. It's a brand new channel, I'm learning, and I really appreciate some positive feedback from you guys to tell me how I'm doing it or how I can do things better. I look forward for your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.